All right, amidst all that chaos in and around Gaza, we are starting to hear stories of Bay Area residents being in that war zone. Tonight, they're trying to figure out how to stay safe and how to get themselves back home to the U.S. NBC Bay Area's Sergio Quintana joins us live with that part of the story. I know you're in San Francisco now by City Hall. There is a rally expected this evening in support of Israel.
That's right, Jessica, and you can see that there is already a group of people from that demonstration that are here at San Francisco City Hall. You can see that they've got the Israeli flags there. But for some people that we've actually been in contact with who are in Israel, there is some uncertainty about what's happening around them and when they can come back home. In the last couple days, many Israelis who are not on the front lines have begun putting together relief packages for people who are closer to danger zones. This is video that was shared with us by San Francisco MTA Commissioner and restaurant owner Manny Yekutiel.
I spent the last 7 hours in a hangar in northern Tel Aviv where thousands of people came and worked together to deliver goods to folks who are trying to defend this place. And that filled me with hope.
He was in Israel visiting family when the attack started Saturday. His family, like many others, raced to hardened shelters when the air attack sirens went off and rockets began coming in from Gaza.
Even though the sirens stopped for me on Saturday, although there was one today in Tel Aviv not too far from me, you know, you've basically been able to hear nonstop military aircraft overhead, the sounds of the Iron Dome intercepting missiles that are being aimed at innocent civilians.
It's scary. It's scary because the first day we was inside the bunker and you can hear the explosions.
NBC Bay Area photojournalist Edwin Alvarado is in Israel now, also visiting family. They landed Friday night less than 24 hours before the attacks began. He says they're trying to get back to the Bay Area as soon as possible, but Israel's main airports have been closed because of continued rocket attacks, and United States Airlines have suspended all flights there.
All the airlines are stopped flying Saturday afternoon. So it's a lot of people trapped. Hard to get out, yes, because we cannot get out. The only baby option is send a cruise and get out into Greece.
But taking a cruise ship to Greece may take a while, so he's waiting and hoping the main airport in Tel Aviv will reopen later this week. Now, the United States has dispatched its largest aircraft carrier, the USS Gerald Ford, and its aircraft carrier group of ships to the region. And there had been initial talks that the United States was going to try to organize some kind of an evacuation of U.S. citizens in Israel if that was needed. But the latest word from the Pentagon, Jessica, is that that is an operation that they have not finalized just yet. Reporting live at San Francisco City Hall, I'm Sergio Quintana, NBC Bay Area News.
Sergio, before you go, a quick question. During other incursions that we've seen or other conflicts between Hamas or Hezbollah and Israel, we have seen stepped up security at some of the Jewish temples, like Shereth Israel on California Street or the JCC on California Street. Have you heard anything yet from SFPD about adding security or patrols to those areas and to some of the temples?
Well, they haven't put out any kind of an official dispatch just yet, but I can tell you in going to a few of the events, one event yesterday in particular where the Speaker Emerita Pelosi was at, there were several police there, and then today we were at the Israeli consulate for a good part of our day, and we did notice that there were police cruisers that were continually driving by, stopping in front of the Israeli consulate, and then continuing on.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Sergio.